All right, guys, what is up? So here we're gonna be doing another video, and I was gonna actually do this earlier in the day, but I knew the packs come out later, but and I knew these packs would come out today, or I assume so. And pretty much we're just gonna be kind of overviewing them and breaking them down. But I gotta give it up for Big Richie C, or I can't remember exactly his name. But I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he predicted exactly like the cards that they would have. So, for starters, wait, where is it at? I guess we'll go to the packs to just kind of make it easier to see. Just for face value purposes. So yeah, leap year. So this was, I think, hinted by one of Ronnie 2K, or the other one guy. But so here, I didn't even know we had a Dom and Alonso Ball. So Trace McGrady, obviously two opals again, just like the All Star with Michael Jordan and Vince Carter. So we got Trace McGrady and D Rose, Paul George, which he predicted Trace McGrady. He said Paul George was another option. I don't think he said Rudy Gay. It was it just those two? I think didn't I saw Dwight? Oh, Dwight Howard say Dwight Howard. Oh yeah, he's the reward card. So yeah, and he also predicted Dwight Howard. So he predicted three of these cards to be opals. So that was really nice of him. Prediction there. So here we see here Alonzo Ball somehow got a leap year card. Gerald Wallace. So I wonder how that card plays. Another David Thomas. Same overall too. Looks like from his other one. Doesn't he have another like 91 maybe amethyst? So that's not too big of a. And Caruso got one, so that's even nice. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna have that. Um, Tom Kenneth Fareed, another Kenneth Fareed. I think we had a Sapphire Kenneth Fareed. Nate Robinson here also. Um, this card, by the way, has some really. I've seen his requirements, and they're really, really low. So you can have, and I think he goes to pink diamond. You can have a pink diamond with this card, and I think a day. If you grinded like 12 hours, you could probably have a pink diamond. Nate Robinson, but obviously, who knows how well that plays. And the guy, he won dunk contest last year. I'm pretty sure, but so surprising he only got a sapphire here. But yeah, looks nice here. Especially, I know everyone's gonna have one of Alonzo. Yeah, that's why I was definitely trying to save my MT for one of these cards. I knew it was coming. I even bet it's not a spotlight, huh? So I guess this is kind of a spotlight in a sense with that Nate Robinson, but they didn't officially drop a spotlight one. So are they done with spotlight? I wonder, or are they just is it every 2 weeks or so? But yeah, so we got these new cards, which we were expecting because they mentioned leap year, they hinted at it, and we knew. And Rich, I was watching one of his videos, like I said, he literally predicted that whole thing. So here we're gonna see. Look at their prices. Yeah, we already know Tracy's gonna go up close to. Um, I'm sure this ain't even the final price he's gonna sell for. This is like the first one. I'm pretty sure this no, maybe not. Yeah. The pack came out around 11 time, and it's like almost 130. So these packs, let's see. Let's break them down. We already know pretty much 9 on offense, 9 on defense, and we know 39 Hall of Fame badges. We know 6'8" that he's gonna pretty much be 99 for almost nearly all of his stats, and that's just how it's gonna be from like now on for these opals. But let's just gauge into it. 97 driving layup. That's pretty standard. I thought that would at least been a little higher. 92 post fade. Not expecting that such high of one, and nice post moves there. So yeah, you're gonna have to like be able to guard. Like you need like post move stopper to pretty much guard a card like this if you're like playing if he's running the three or so. And even a two, it'd be tricky to guard this card at the two with those post moves. And I'm sure he has like post spin and things like that potentially. So 95 draw foul, 97 shot close, 96 shot close, 92 mid range and three balls. So I mean, that's expected. And even if it was lower than that, it still would have been 99 with the coach. Um, Dependent on if you got a diamond coach or so. Um, so that's real nice there. Driving dunk 99. Yep, of course, because obviously half these cars gonna have 99 driving dunk. I'm assuming because it just the pack is leap year. So I mean, what do you expect? Then 96 ball control. Of course, can you run this? No, I was gonna say, could you run him at point guard? That would have been a little ridiculous, but I would not have been surprised. So you have to definitely run him at shooting guard. Uh, Ball control. Like I said, nice defense. Not the greatest interior, but obviously, if you run him at the two, it shouldn't matter too much. That should be decent enough. Hopefully, you just don't get matched up with like a Giannis card or so. But other than that, if you run him at the two, that interior shouldn't be a problem. But if you run him at the three, you might have to be careful against your matchups. Uh, the rebound is decent. Another reason why I wouldn't run him at the three, not the highest rebound, but I think with his vertical and height, would still snag. But if you like to have a really good rebounding team, you probably want to run this car at the two. And then he'd do pretty wonders on rebounding at that position. Speed really quick, of course. I think the same speed as KD. Yeah, I think KD has 97 or was his 96. I think this is the same speed as KD Opal. So it looks really nice on there. And consistencies looks really great. Mental everything just looks 98 plus. So shot IQ is even high. Help defense really high. That pass perception is 95. So I mean that mental all looks great. What's his vertical? 99 vertical. So like I said, he still would get boards. 97 lateral quickness. So really good there in that. And then okay, now strength's not the highest, only 67. So he really won't be able to bag it down. But imagine when post moves that high, he should be able to post spin a lot and do a lot of post things at least. So here, let's just kind of glance at the key ones: catch and shoot, corner specialist, difficult shots, of course, acrobat, range extender, of course. I think any even pink dominant up car is gonna have Hall of Fame range extender at this point in the game. Ankle breaker, that's nice to see. Quick draw, of course. Lopsy finisher, that's nice to see. Green machine, also nice to see. High zone hunter is also really nice, especially it doesn't show his high zones on here, but I'm sure he has like high zones everywhere. So that badge really kind of helps really later in the year when everyone has a super amount of hot zones. He's like hot zone everywhere, so that's just an instant boost no matter where he shoots. So that's a really nice badge to have at this point of the year. Deep fade, so that's even nicer. He can kind of shoot those from closer to the three line, and then pick dodger. Nice to see that. Clamps, yeah, of course. Let me go back to his defense. Can't remember too well, but yeah, yeah, decent perimeter and steal, so that's all good. And I think that block actually looks really great. So he'll probably block like a LeBron, especially at 6'8". Um, like I said, perimeter defense will go up with the coach. So yeah, that's nice so that would be 99. So that, I mean, overall looks real nice. Interceptor, tight handles also. So he'd be really good with the ball. That's why I was expecting him maybe to be a point guard too, but they were not finna let that happen. Tireless defender, space creator. Contact finisher, of course. Quick first step, of course. Giant Slayer looks nice, especially at 6'8". You having these badges at 6'8" makes you even a better finisher. Handles for days downhill. Bailout. I really want to see more players with Hall of Fame bailout. He has his Intimidator sucks that's not on Hall of Fame. But it's all good. And a lot of his other stuff that you would have wanted to see, like Dimers, chase down artists, that would have been nice. I post spin. Okay, so he does have that at least on gold. For general, so I mean, it's a few stuff I would have rather have seen instead of like I would have rather have Intimidator than Showtime. Rather have Intimidator than probably uh probably Clutch Shooter maybe. Um. And then volume shooter, I would probably slip almost anything for volume shooter instead. Um, cause I don't think you really, yeah. How often do you just take that many shots with probably with a McGrady card? Maybe that comes in handy. So we'll move on next with the. Okay, so it's the whole series. I was curious if they were still gonna drop something today on Friday because of this buzzer beater set, but now I realized how small this buzzer beater set was. I said, yeah, they're probably still gonna drop a whole what do I want to call it, collection. No, I just say pack. I knew they were gonna drop a new pack this today for sure. So let's get to Derrick Rose. Another one. I think what do we have, a pink diamond one earlier in the year? So now we get an opal one. He's gotten quite a bit of love this year. He's always, I guess, a 2K favorite. Him and McGrady. So that's why these two are almost no surprise, I guess, and were easy calls. So another, he also has 39. I can't get my numbers right. 39 Hall of Fame as the McGrady. But I think he has, looks like, less gold badges. 23. Yeah, he has just like four less gold badges. So air point guard 6'3", we know that. Shooting guard, you can also run him at that. 190, yep, 99 from Memphis. Okay, so driving layup, 99, of course, to see that on him. So he actually has a little bit of post fade, not much, not much. Draw foul looks really nice. His draw, like compared to McGrady, driving layups higher, draw fouls higher, shot close, 99 straight up, mid range. So even though his three isn't as high as McGrady and his mid range isn't as high, when you have that diamond coach, 94 is all you need to get to 99. So Chris Paul, let's see, what's Chris Paul have? Chris Paul has a 98 open three. So we're gonna go to my collection real fast just to show you what I mean. I think most people know, just in case you don't and you're watching this. He, as you see in the middle bottom where it says fit system bonuses, he gets a +5 at the very bottom for 3-point shots. So he technically will have a 99, and because McGrady also is Derrick Rose is also a point guard, he will get a +5. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something interesting later. When it comes to some of these other cards, like where was it? Rudy and Paul George. I'm gonna tell you guys something interesting when I get to them. So some you wanna keep in mind where their 3-point shot does matter a little bit more, because I just noticed it glancing at those. So I'm gonna tell you something about those. But let's finish D Rose real fast. So it looks really nice around scoring, driving dunk 99. Of course, like I said, I think everyone's gonna have 99 driving dunk. Even that standard dunks looks pretty high. So even if he's open under, if he catches it under the basket, he probably will go up. What's the tendency for standard dunk? 65, maybe. He'll probably go up a few times more than not. But nice playmaking there. Insane playmaking for D Rose. Nice defense, not the greatest, but I think perimeter defense will get a +5 bonus. So that's good. He has the same 70 interior. Ain't that the same as McGrady? Wasn't McGrady 70? So that's kind of weird to see a 6'8" McGrady with the same interior defense as a Derrick Rose. Same rebounding too. So this Derrick Rose basically can rebound just as well as that McGrady. So it's just kind of, they could have did a little better. It's an opal card. They could have gave McGrady a little bit higher of rebounding and things like that. But I guess they wanted to stay just somewhat true to how he actually played. So that's fine. Speed, of course, he's 99 across the board. Just like another card like this is that Pink Diamond Russ Westbrook. He is 99 across the board. Derrick Rose super quick. Lateral quickness also vertical 99. Strength 70. So his strength is higher than McGrady's as well. That's interesting to notice. Nice mental as well as McGrady's. Shot IQ is just a little lower, and his defensive consistency though is a little lower than McGrady. So he won't play as well on defense as that McGrady will. Catch and shoot floor general, nice to see that on Hall of Fame. Difficult shots, range extender. He has to drop on Hall of Fame instead. I'm probably wanna wish he had something else instead of Hall of Fame teardropper. I'm in second. Flexible release. I don't think I probably didn't pay attention, but I don't think McGrady had that flexible release. But he might have unpluckable. I'm pretty sure McGrady didn't have unpluckable either. Hall of Fame dimer, pickpocket, dodger, clamps. Nice to see that. Interceptor. Always good to have interceptor on Hall of Fame. It's always really nice to see. Needle thrower. So he definitely has more passing badges like dimer and tight handles and unpluckable handles for days. Downhill, really nice. Slitty finisher, trapper. So nice contact finisher. There we go. Fancy footwork. Giant Slayer, Pro Touch. Always nice to see Pro Touch. Pro Touch is one of those better badges to have. That's kind of underrated. But once again, no Hall of Fame bailout. It's really gonna be nice to see a Hall of Fame bailout because you will be able to bail out of anything. I'm pretty sure. And then no Hall of Fame intimidator. So these are offensive beasts, but these guys were not like they're gonna be good on defense, but they're not gonna be like lockdown Kawhi defenders. So with that on go, that kind of and heart crusher. Um, Lopsy, he doesn't even have finisher on. He got a few lobs. He doesn't even have finisher on Hall of Fame, break starter, flash special. So it feels like he's lacking in some things. I don't think he has. He didn't have corner specialist either, which doesn't matter too much. But yeah, he didn't have corner specialist at all. So I mean, that's there. I mean, even if he's taking threes in the corner, he won't get a boost from that. But is he missing anything else important? I think he has on Hunter. Yeah, I saw that. Limitless range. I saw that. I think right. We saw limitless range somewhere. Wait, yeah, there it is. I was gonna say, well, if he doesn't have that, then yeah, that card's gonna be bogus at the three. All right, so yeah, okay. Everything else looks pretty darn good. Um, yeah, decent. He mainly overall Hall of Fame badges. He has finishing badges. Uh, really not too many shooting badges. Finishing and playmaking are his main ones, and just a few defensive badges. So it gets his Paul George. Now let me tell you guys what I meant by Paul George and Rudy Gay. So notice something. They are mainly power forward first. Now this is a big deal. People may not know this, but this right here is a big deal to be power forward first instead of small forward because one, it affects your what you get up boosted from your coach. So now this is a big deal that I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So if I can go to where I want to go. So like I said, with a diamond coach, right, you get a 5+ boost and 6 stats, as you guys can see on with this Chris Paul. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions, of course, in basketball. But the biggest there's a different you get the boost based on your primary position. So Chris Paul is primarily a point guard first, DeMar DeRozan shooting guard first, Danny Granger small forward first. So they're gonna get boost specifically in those positions they are first. So when you get to a card like Mills, cards that can play small forward and shooting guard, no small forward and power forward. Sorry, like Millsap, there's a difference in the boost you get. So this Millsap can play small forward, but he won't get the boost of like a primary small forward like Danny Granger. And as you guys can see, as I flip back and forth, there's a big difference in what they get in attributes. So but there is no difference between a center and power forward. They get the same exact boost. As you guys can see, close shot and perimeter defense are just kind of switching around, but they're both the exact same for centers and power forwards. But when you come to small forwards and power forwards, there's a big difference. So look here, what this Paul Millsap gets boosted because he's a primary power forward first. It would be totally different if he was a small forward first. So first he gets no 3-point boost. He doesn't get what else is he missing? He mid range goes up. He doesn't get no ball handling increase. Ball handle does not increase. Ball handle 3, and he gets defensive rebound, perimeter defense, close shot, mid range. So off ball rebound goes up, and driving layup goes up for power forwards. So this the difference. Small forwards get all 4 of those stats, plus they get 3-point and ball handling. Power forwards get off ball rebounding and with driving layup. So those are their 2 boosts. So they don't get notice. So if they're primary power forward first, they will not get that +5 3-point boost from their coach. That's just all I really want to point out there. As you guys see here with power forward Josh Smith, also slash small forward, he does not get the 3 boosts. But for Kelly Oubre, who is small forward first, power forward second, he does get the 3-point boost. Slimpy, simply because he is a small forward first. You guys may not notice this, but this is very important when it comes to some of these cards, such as the ones we're looking at. So Paul George, if he does not have a 99 3-ball, he will not get a boost from the coach. He will get a boost maybe from players with floor general, Hall of Fame floor general, things like that. or shoes. But other than that, he won't get that boost from the coach. So that's something to keep in mind here as we look at these cards. Um, so driving layup 95 and a really nice there. And you can almost immediately tell that this is a pink diamond. Just because his stats aren't insanely as high as that Derrick Rose and who was the other card? Derrick Rose and McGrady. Okay, so 6'9", also height to notice. So his defense, you can already tell here his defense is lacking, which is strange because a lot of Pink Diamond cards, especially at was he 98, a lot of Pink Diamond 98s have it would say 99 offense and defense. For it to say 95 defense, his defense must be lacking, which is a surprise for Paul George cards to have lacking defense. So it's really interesting to note here that this Paul George is probably not as defensive as we're used to seeing. He's probably more so just offense. But we just got to take note of it. Here, so like I said, he has a decent post fade. That's actually pretty darn high. I guess yeah, if he's at power forward first, you're expecting that. Driving layup, I guess it's a little lower because he is power forward first again. Draw foul is nice, and I think his height is boosted. I think sometimes he's 6'8", sometimes he's 6'9". I'm pretty sure he's not always 6'9". Uh, so his shooting stats, he does get a +5 in that mid range, close shot. But this card, this is one of the few pink diamond cards that would not have 99, you know, mid range and 3-point across the board. So that's kind of strange to see that. So you can this card would not play nearly as good as like if he was probably small for first. Close shot 97, draw foul 92, 3-point 95, free throw 89. So that's not even that super high. He's probably gonna miss a couple free throws. Drop and dunk, of course, like I said, everyone's probably gonna have 99. Nice ball handle. Or that's the standard. 86 is the standard. I say that in most of my videos. If you watch any of my other videos, 86 is the standard for like power forwards and small forwards, and even a center who has a lot of ball handle. 86 is probably where you're gonna get capped off. For cars that aren't like you wouldn't expect a car like this to have handles like Kyrie, so or a player like this to have handles like Kyrie. So defense is kind of nice, but what I see now, what kind of really hurt him is looks like is that block, and that interior defense still looks decent, but mainly that block is like what mainly dropped him. But also I bet his defense consistency is super low as well. Um, so rebounding is really bad if you want to run him as power forward. So I suggest running him as small forward anyway, like he is normally ran at. Speed is pretty darn quick though, especially if you're running with power forward. So that's the upside is he probably outspeed a lot of other power forwards, like compared to this Millsap who is actually shorter. Um, he's twice like I mean he's +10 faster than this Millsap. So that's nice to see though there. So this wouldn't be a bad card to replace a card like Millsap though. But I would expect Millsap to play better at the four in general. Obviously looking at rebounding and interior defense. And look at that block. I mean, you just expect him to play better there. And he has a much higher strength. So just kind of keep that in mind with cards like that. And then, uh, nice athleticism all around. Stamina looks good. Vertical looks good. Strength is just a little low, but it's okay. You won't be able to bag people down with that, though. Nice lateral. That's the highest lateral quickness I've seen. Even from between D Rose and McGrady. Nice mental. So yeah, I knew that defensive consistency wasn't gonna be that high, but 95 is not bad. Let's go into his badges. So he has 10 less than the other two, 10 less Hall of Fame badges. So let's see if he has just the important ones. Catch and shoot difficult shots. Okay. Range extender, of course. Like I said, quick draw. That's nice to see. Flexible release again. Did he have Green Machine, Dead Eye, nice to see. Ankle Breaker, that's a surprise. Pick Pocket. Okay, so if he has the defensive badges, he still should play well on defense. Quick first step, clamps. Okay, there we go. Interceptor. Does he have Intimidator, Trapper? If he has Intimidator, he doesn't have Intimidator. Contact Finisher. There we go. Tireless Defender. Downhill handles for days. Uh, yeah, he's missing a few playmaking badges and. Most of his other badges all gold. Like there's tight handles, needle threader, Pick dodger, bailout. Some of the playmaking badges lacking, and not too many of these guys have a Hall of Fame lob city finisher except that McGrady. Um, Postman technician. That's also good to see though. But his post moves weren't that high. Pump fake, maestro. So I mean, not the greatest badges, but I think uh, is he really missing anything though? Corner specialist, I think he's missing that. Yeah, if he had catch and shoot though. Uh, I think it looks good. Chase down artist clips. Downhill. Pro touch. All ball. Yeah, I think everything looks good for him. But I think he's missing some stuff. But and his stats are lacking. He'll probably be 100K within 2 weeks for sure. I don't think he'll stay that high. Just because I feel like he's just lacking just a few stuff. And here we go with this Rudy Gay. Which once again he won't get that 3 point boost. 6'8", power forward first. He even has a lower defensive overall than Paul George. So driving layup 95, which I'm assuming is just kind of lower because they're in power forward first. Post fade is a little higher though. This is a card I guess would expect a little bit maybe to be power forward, but obviously I think he definitely was small for majority of his career. Mid range is decent. 3 points decent. Like I said, he won't get a boost though, so that is a big problem here. He will have 99 mid range, but his three ball will be basically the same as his Millsap, and it won't increase. So I mean, just kind of think about that there. But now you can still knock down for sure, but for a Pink Diamond Rudy Gay card, he would not be knocking down shots the way you would expect him. Honestly, free throws nice, okay. And this is the first card we've seen without a 99 driving dunk, but 98 nonetheless. He has better handles though than that Paul George. And better playmaking overall too. I think. No, not better defense. His defense is lacking to be only 90. Most cars at this point in the year have like 95, minimum 94. So it kind of undercut him here on his defense. But I think maybe it's all depends on his height. I think that just because they're so tall, these cars are so tall, they kind of have to kind of slash him a little bit on how well they play on defense. Uh, Interior defense a little low, especially from room at the four. Rebound is decent compared to that Paul George. So he will be able to play better at the four for sure. Speed's okay. I think he's faster than Paul George. I can't remember what Paul George's speed was. Um, I know Rose was 99 everything, and I know that McGrady was 97 for speed. Vertical looks nice. Stamina, lateral quickness 93. Mental stuff is defense consistency. There we go. That's why he's so low. Is because he's only 85. So for Rudy Gay, he's not gonna play too well on defense, and he's not really gonna be knocked down from the three. So let's see if he even. Yeah, he might real soon be in. He might be going under 100,000 really soon. I would expect. Just simply because, and like I said, you don't get that +5 boost, so that makes it even worse that he only has 93. Oh yeah, see, look, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he's already quick selling, for sure. I mean, I just don't see it with this. He's gonna probably be 70 within like 2 days. I just don't see it because he doesn't have the defense. I haven't even looked at his badges. He just doesn't have the defense from obviously consistency as well as his interior defense isn't even that great with only 90 perimeter and still. But I mean overall it's okay. But I don't know, just really lacking catch and shoot, difficult shot, flexibility. So obviously Fincher, he does have that though, unlike the other Derrick Rose and Paul George. Clamps though, he does have clamps, so that's nice to see. All ball pass, pro touch, contact finisher, fast break finisher, and he has four less than that Paul George in Hall of Fame. And then it looks like he doesn't even have really. He doesn't really have the good ones, honestly. Well, fast break finisher, maybe. Sorry, let's yeah, but all his defensive badges are all down here. His handles. I mean, and he doesn't even have Hall of Fame register. I mean, I know he wasn't shooting like that, but geez, at least he has corner specialists on like the other few of the other ones. So he definitely will play. If I should just run this card at the four for sure though. But honestly, I don't know how well I would want this card. That's definitely why he's not even selling that much. I'll tell you that much. Wallace, let's check him out really quickly. It's only a few things I want to know here for these cards. Um, and once again, notice he's power forward first. But I just want to know a few things. I'm not gonna break these down too much because they're not as important as the opals and stuff. But really quickly, let's just see if they're budget baller. Because these prices will definitely drop for sure. I'm sure one person maybe bought this car for 100,000, and that was about it. So driving layup 94. That's all I care about. Well, his post moves I care about a little bit, but I think we can live at the four without that big of post move. 3 point. So he has the same three as that Rudy Gay. I mean, that just goes to show you how bad that shooting is on Rudy. Driving dunk 95, so that's still higher than most there. And it looks like his mid range is only 84. That's really low. Usually these 95 diamond cards are usually pretty darn good, but on offense, I can already tell this one. Yeah, look at his offense, only 87. I can just glance at him. He looks like an amethyst card, honestly, on the offense. But nice driving dunk, nonetheless, and only 6'7". So I wouldn't even run this card at the four, but I wouldn't even want him at the three, honestly. Um, Ball handle. This is the card I would want at the four, but without the height. I mean, standard ball handling though, standard playmaking though, so he won't be a slouch there. He does have better defense than that Rudy and that Paul George. Uh, so that's nice to see. Rebounding is not that great. So like I said, once you really want to better run him well, but with that speed, that's pretty quick, especially at the four. So if you really want to run him at the four, you'll be able to pretty much outspeed other fours, and you pretty much be able to out defend. He'd be alright at the three, just because he'd be able to probably blow by defenders and be able to. He'd be a great defender. But we gotta look at his Hall of Fame badges really to tell the test. And offensive consistency is a little low too. So this is one of the worser 95 diamond cards I've seen for sure. So he does catch and shoot corner special. So that's what really matters there. He will still be consistent with those badges. Contact finisher, that's real nice to see. Clamps, to see pickpocket. Yeah, that's all I just want to see there. Interceptor, trapper, tireless defender. So he's still missing a few like post move, lockdown, and intimidator. But he at least has range extender, so that's nice to see. On gold. I think this card downhill quick first step. Yeah, I think he'll be all right. At least the four. You just won't be able to really defend super big fours like Porzingis and stuff. But other than that, I think he'll play well if you're just if your opponent isn't a big like if he's not really using his four. But other than that, I think this card could potentially have a good be good. But I definitely wouldn't pay no more than I wouldn't pay over 50,000 for this card. Yeah, he's already below it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I wouldn't even pay 300. Yeah, he's exactly where he should be. Oh yeah, okay. If you can get him for 20,000, 20,000, that's okay. If he goes below that, definitely snap him. Oh wow, he's even okay. Yeah, he's a low key budget caller. If he budget baller card, cause I would imagine this card can have a good day. I can imagine a card can have a good day. So let's look at this Lonzo card. He's gonna be expensive just off his name simply. But if I'm finna look at his price, and that would tell me how well his stats are. Since he's almost at 50 already, I'm assuming his stats must be garbage. I can see he has 22 Hall of Fame badges. Obviously, he's a tall point guard. So and he's Lonzo Ball. So for him to already be at 50, 55, for him to already be in the 50, I know he can't 40. Yeah, this is Lonzo Ball, 6'6" point guard. I know people usually overprice this card for reasons. And if he's going this low, I know it's a reason why. So yeah, we're gonna just break it. Yeah, he's probably almost hitting 30. Let's break him down real quick. Not okay. He's just decent on defense. Offense. I mean, he looks stats overall. His stats are better than that Wallace card. So driving layup is okay. No post moves. That's okay for a point guard. Absolutely okay. Draw foul is pretty decent. Oh, his shooting. He needs much to be desired, but he does get a +5 boost in both of those. So he have a 90 mid range and like a 91 3. So that's okay, I guess. But that drop and dunk is really irrelevant. He'll dunk better than he dunk like a Russ. He dunk like a Russ Westbrook. Yeah, this is exactly the same drive. Let's actually compare these instead. These might be a better comparison. Um, yeah. So even this Russ shoots much better than that. So that just kind of goes to show you that that's not the greatest. I mean, if his release is good, then you could probably be knocked down with that card. I'm sure this Lonzo card is also quick. Playmaking is a little lower than obviously Russ is. So that accuracy is really nice. Defense, okay, there we go. It's about the same as a Russ Westbrook card. It's better actually. So that's nice to see, especially since he's taller. So it's nice to see that he has that. But also, you gotta compare. We're saying that Russ is better, but this Lonzo is 3 inches taller. Um, so in terms of that drive and dunk and stuff, it's gonna play much better for that Lonzo. Nice. Okay, so like I said, nice defense. Don't really care about the rebounding. Speed, 94. So that's a little slower. Than most. Like obviously, look, Russ, Chris Paul, even the older Chris Paul was at 93. Tim Hardaway. I mean, even a Bob Cousy is 95. See if I got any more. Even an older Stephon Marbury was 94. And with this, I think pretty sure this Nash even goes up higher than that. All right, so oops. Just glancing at some of my other guards there. So 94 is not kind of quick, but for even a guard, you really need to be at like 96, 97 at this point in the year. Um, Acceleration is decent. Vertical. A lot of quickness is quick though, so that's nice to see. Yeah, he's gonna be pretty good on defense. Let's see what that. Okay, offensive consistency is another. It takes a hit there when only 90, so that's even worse too. With his stats being not the greatest and only a 90 offensive consistency. So catch and shoot though, that's nice to see. Unpluckable, nice to see. Flashy passer, break starter, nice to see. If he actually gets a rebound. Um, Pickpocket, nice to see John Slater. Clamp, so a few bunch of defensive badges here. And the only one I really saw, he has contact finisher, that's good to see, was contact finisher. Oh, he has dimer. So he has a few underrated badges, quick draw. So he's going to be shooting quick too, floor general. Okay, so I mean, he's not terrible, but I can see why his price is what it is. But with a Hall of Fame catch and shoot, he's gonna be okay on the catch. Floor general, that's actually really nice to have a boost. Plus having dimer, that's really good. Unpluckable, decent to see on him. So he really won't be getting stripped, even though his ball handle wasn't the highest. Pro touch. It was also nice to see. So you're gonna pretty much drive with this car a lot. So to have pro touch and contact finisher is nice, and consistent finisher, of course. Tyler's defender, intimate. So he does have these, and that's what I'm saying. We had cards. Okay, so it's crazy. We have Lonzo Ball cards that will guard better than probably that D Rose and that Paul George and even Rudy Gay. Look, I mean, they all have gold intimidator. Like it's like how are you trying to separate those from like this Lonzo Ball card by giving them all the same intimidator? So corner specialist, I see bailout, and even everyone else has the same gold bailout. So I feel like they could have gave those opals a little bit better. I don't really care about the rest of these too much. But I am curious of what it takes to evolve these. I know what it takes for that. David Robinson. So here, let's look at Caruso. I am curious about this card though. It would have been nice if this card. Look, he's more expensive than that Wallace. Oh wait, I judged too early. I was looking at the. Okay, never mind. I lied. I was gonna say I didn't scroll at all. So Yeah, I should have said. Let me scroll first. Okay, nice defense though. We can straight up see that. My question is, can he shoot? And I know he can dunk. Driving lips okay. Can he shoot? Decent shoot. I know he got catch and shoot, so that's okay. He's getting gonna. He's high. This better than Lonzo, so that's okay. Uh, and that 95 driver dunk. I know that. And let's look at the defense here. Steals a 92 perimeter. Ooh, that takes a big hit with only being 75. So without that being that high, he's not really a budget baller card because he won't be able to lock up any other position. Offensive rebound, speed super slow for a guard. Vertical's high though. And decent consistencies. So the only problem here is he's slow. Can't really shoot the best. And his perimeter defense. So he's definitely not a budget baller for sure. His price is actually probably overpriced because of his name. But let's see his badges. Quick first step. If he has catch and shoot, he needs at least that. No, he doesn't have that on Hall of Fame. But he is an intimidator. He's the first. Like out of all the cards we've seen, he's the first one with Hall of Fame intimidator. So that's actually pretty funny to see. A lot of defensive badges. So and lopsy finisher. Nice to see contact finisher. Um, yeah. Quick first step won't mean much with his speed though. Uh, a bunch of gold badges, so I guess that's okay. Quick draw. Um, yeah, not much there though. Is there anyone else I was interested in? Is this was this Fareed? Let's see. Potentially, if he's really good at rebounding and defense. Not the greatest on defense. Rebound Z is high though, so I was expecting that much it to be high. Not the quickest. Uh, Scoring wise, does he have a high standard dunk? Yeah, he does, and driving dunk. So that's okay. I'm not really expecting this card to shoot, but if he looks like if I needed to, he can shoot. Uh, and a few Hall of Fame badges. So lots of events. It's not bad, not bad. This is probably if you're still on like a amethyst low budget squad, Ruby, he's definitely a card I would pick up for sure if I had like a Ruby team or so. Not a bad, not bad. And let's see this Dave Robinson's height. So only 5'9". He's straight off the bat, 98 drive and dunk, and most of his requirements are to get dunks. So just play triple threat offline with this card or online, either one. You get dunks in both of them. Um, I just play a lot of triple threat online, offline, and you should be able to upgrade this card really darn quick. And he already looks pretty solid before he even gets those boosts. So 94 speed art. I know he's gonna get to probably 99 speed. Not like even just straight up, not bad. Like I would if I had saw if there was a sapphire card like this, I would definitely have picked it up early in the year for sure. And then he definitely already comes with a few. If he came with quick first step and contact finisher already Hall of Fame, that would have been really easy to upgrade him. But he's already pretty easy to upgrade. I just really wonder how he's gonna play at 6'9", how well he's gonna really be able to get up. It's gonna be funny to see some of his animations, but not a bad. This is a pink diamond card, by the way, if you fully evolve him. And his requirements, you can do them within a day. So not bad. And I'm pretty sure his price looks. Yeah, I think he's gonna be pretty expensive. Nah, just because of his height, he's probably not. But like his buy now is not the like lowest. I would only pick this card up under 10,000 for sure. Okay, so was that everything we wanted to cover in terms of that? Oh, pricing, McGrady, and if you can afford these cards, get them. But otherwise, they're gonna be running for over. This McGrady's gonna be running for over 500,000 for a while. D Rose, I think, is also at five. He's probably be dropped to four, but expect him for like the next 2-3 days to be at five. If you can get this Paul George, I did not wasn't too impressed with it. If you can get this Paul George for 100 or so, that's really nice. If you can get this, oh yeah, this Rudy, you should get this card for maybe 50 if you can. Wallace, buy this car for free if you can. I 20,000. I was gonna give him a little bit higher, but when I started seeing his price, I guess he really is lower. But I think he can be a budget baller just because he does have a bunch of Hall of Fame badges. He can shoot somewhat, and I mean, if you really run him at the four, he will probably play really well. And this Lonzo, I would. I would say 20 or 30,000 MT for that. Caruso, I feel like people may be interested in this. Um, 15 to 10,000. I mean, look at Tom Chambers. I know I always usually really enjoy this card at the four, and I wonder what does he go to? Cause I'm actually really curious if he goes to Pink Diamond. He might not be bad to pick up, but let's see straight up. Nice. Obviously, he's always really good at driving and standard dunk. So that's another thing to really note about this card is, and he's always a solid shooter. So, things to note about that. Defense is slacking though, really bad. He's also a great rebounder. I wish I could play him at the five. He would have been really nice. If you want a tall four, he's definitely for sure gonna be good. I'm sure his speed's gonna go up. I really gotta look at his requirements, but I think this card, depending on what can get upgraded, I think this card could be really great. What does he have so far? He already has catch and shoot and corner specialist, so that kind of shows you that his shooting stats will kind of drastically increase. I feel like contact finisher, obviously lobster finisher. So I mean, I don't see no problem with this card honestly, but I just gotta see what his requirements are and what stats get upgraded. And I think this card potentially could be decent. David Cummins, who cares? But let's glance. He probably has a really high driving dunk. Yeah, everyone in this set does. Nah, I can't shoot. Is he quick? No. Yeah, not even worth your time. Let me just glance at these other ones. Definitely not. Is he fast? No. Well, for at the Ruby, yeah, I think that's pretty quick. Okay, yeah. So I think that's all for now, guys. If you guys are also interested, let me show you guys. We are gonna be doing this gameplay soon with this Evo squad. We're gonna be using them, and uh, we're gonna just be playing on unlimited with this squad and just see how it goes. And we're only gonna use the free agent card. So we have one, two, three. We actually, yeah, we're gonna have to sub in Kyrie or so. So we're gonna have Arenas at the one, Harden at the two, Kobe at the three, Kawhi at power forward, and Sean Kemp at center. Um, yeah, and then here's our top lineup here. Um, yeah, yeah, we have to like have Kemp and Blake on at the center, and then it looks nice. So it looks decent. Okay, so we're gonna have fun with this squad. Might pick Kobe, might pick Kobe in, so just to give him a lot more gameplay or a lot of game time in the game. But yeah, so that's so far what that squad's gonna be. So if you're interested in that, hit that like button. Also, we're gonna try to get our hands on one of these cards. Our best shot, if I save up some MT, will probably be who? I think I want to say Paul George. I think we need a Paul George. Cause let me look at my squad again. Who are we lacking? Yeah, I think we need someone. We need a new Danny Granger. As of now, though, we're gonna be just leave it at that. Yeah. So we also I want to backtrack and start looking at some older cards and see if I can get if I can start snagging some older cards for pretty cheap. Like this Weber, I know he's just still recent, so I'm not expecting him to be too low. But I want this Weber, and then I also want what's that LeBron going for? Probably still an insane amount. He's dropping. I wouldn't mind having that at the three. And then was there anyone else I was interested in? Amethyst wise. Was no, definitely not Nash. No. Alright, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. This video is really long, so I hope you stayed all the way through as we broke these cards down. This is pretty much what we do every time a pack comes out. So if you're really interested and like this video, man, just hit that sub, and we're gonna always have one of these when packs come out, spotlight come out. We did this even for this buzzer beater set. They had like 4 cards in it, and this one was really long because, like I said, we had so many opals and just good cards we wanted to really look at. So that's why this one was just a little bit longer. I tried to go quick, but it still ended up taking me a minute. Um, so sorry about that. And as far as gameplay, we also do a lot of Truth or Dare online. Just just us just playing a couple games of that. We might start doing Myteam Unlimited gameplay if we get some cards. But we showcase cards on online too, Truth or Dare online. So not a bad method. But um what I might also do for you guys is if I really, because I'm on spring break this week after today, I'm on spring break, so I will have extra time. So I may grind out this Nate Robinson card and just to see, and I may take a stab at this Tom Chambers card to just see if they're worth evolving. So yeah, and also it's gonna be a lot of gameplay on these cards, so just stay tuned for those in general. But I may also drop a gameplay for some of these. Really, uh, if I could get a card right now, it would be this Ruby, but I really do not want this Rudy. But I'll probably look back at the stats a little bit later and really deep dive into them and see if I really don't want them and see what I decide. But I will drop a gameplay soon of one of these cards, so stay tuned for that, guys. And like I said, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hope you have a good day. Rid of this route. Peace.